Welcome back. I'm Alex Kramer. It's now time to take a look at your latest business headlines. Well, Japan's stock market suffering its biggest ever one-day loss today as a result of a worldwide sell-off intensified following the release of weak U.S. employment data and fears about a U.S. economic slowdown. So to discuss with us is president of Strollmark LLC business development consultant Hillary Fordwich. All right, Hillary. So Japan's index, Nikkei 225, has entered bear market territory in other Asia-Pacific markets such as Taiwan's Taipex and Australia's S&P ASX also tumbled from a slew of factors. So certain circuit breakers designed to prevent panic selling were triggered multiple times. So even cryptocurrencies were not spared. Bitcoin is down roughly 12%. You've got Robinhood I saw about a couple hours ago, they have halted 24-hour trading. Hillary, I think everyone was waking up to this news this morning. The question on everyone's mind, what are the impacts of this stock rout on the American economy?
Well, pleasure to be back with you again, Alex. And this is ghastly news, of course. And you're totally right about what happened in Asia. It's across the globe to Europe, too. The FTSE is down. So is the DAX. So it's in Germany. It's across the globe. This isn't just one place. There is the expression, when America sneezes, the world catches the flu. And I will say it was due to those terrible job numbers on Friday. U.S. manufacturing is down. And I wonder if the whole world has been watching Newsmax, because one of the things over the weekend that I was saying and is very scary, it's not just what has been reported, Alex. It's what's not been reported, is that last year, 11 of the 12 months, quietly, the job unemployment numbers were revised downward. And just recently, they just revised May and June down as well. It's estimated by MarketWatch, an independent source, that last year there were 439,000 fewer jobs than reported.
Wow.
So Intel has just let go of another 15,000 employees. And one wonders what the world is doing, because the world can see, where are they hearing these numbers? It's not in the mainstream media. Somewhere they're sensing it, they're seeing it, they're getting wind of it. And that's why you're seeing this sell-off.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers that the American public are getting are not accurate. How have investor sentiments changed since this news, since this crash?
Well, most of America is still waking up. Certainly, some of us have woken up on the East Coast for your early show here, Alex. The West Coast hasn't woken up yet. But what tends to happen is people sell first and they think later. It's like sort of like a fire. Everybody sort of runs. And during people running out of a fire, you get some people stampled on and trodden on. I think that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to see some ghastly fallout. What may well happen, and by the way, there's a 60% bet now that the Fed will lower interest rates sooner rather than later. And there are some speculations as early as today by perhaps a quarter point. There was speculation that it would be September, maybe a quarter or a half point. I think it might be sooner than that. Jerome Powell wants to do all he can to avoid looking political, but something has to be done in the US because the world will go into a tailspin otherwise.
Hillary, you are one of our economic experts on our program. I just quickly, what is your advice to everyone right now?
Don't panic. You mustn't panic. I will say this, it's sort of too late to do what you should have done. Thank you for asking me today. Look at Warren Buffett. He has nearly 200 billion. That's with a B, Alex. Nearly 200 billion in cash. He's been sitting on the sidelines. This has been for months. Why? He's waiting for stocks to plummet so that he can go in and buy. If you're in the market, selling today is the silliest thing that you can do. You probably got to do the best thing is to just wait it out. But I'm not going to tell people what to do with their money. But the best thing you can do in the future for the rest of your life is follow Warren Buffett.
I've heard that advice a lot, actually, Hillary. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Pleasure, Alex.